Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm gonna make Loobia Polo. I'm gonna show like a step-by-step way of cooking Loobia Polo. So the first thing to do is to wash the rice many times until the water gets transparent. And once it's transparent, you can add water and let the rice sit for like an hour to 45 minutes. So we're putting that aside. We're adding a little bit of salt. Make sure to use good salt because it's important to have a healthy level of salts in your body. The next step is to bring out the meat that you want. You either would like to have cubed, beef or lamb. So the next step is do you think I'm being like bossy?
Super.
Oh. So we're going to wash the Loobia, aka green beans. This is the star of the dish, Loobia, because it's called Loobia. The word that I'm going to teach you today is khob. It's a very important word because I personally use it a lot, like in every sentence. So khob means like so or okay, or that's it basically. I'm going to cut like, let's say 1 centimeter. So do that, please. So now I cut my green beans. Now I'm going to do cut some onions, red onion. Okay, you know how to cut an onion, right? If you don't, it's okay. You usually do this. I've learned this from experience working as a waitress and being friends with chefs. You do this in order not to cut your fingers, basically. Loobia Polo, it's a very comforting food in Iran. It's a very quick food to make, and it's just like basically my favorite dish.
Who in your family made the best Loobia Polo that you had tried?
I think my amme, so my aunties.
Which amme?
Both. They're both really good.
Amme
Akhtar and Amme
Shout
Akhdas.
out
Shout out to all the ammes. So now I'm going to turn on the stove and I'm going to use virgin olive oil, extra virgin. I know you're not supposed to cook with it, but I don't have another choice. Then we're gonna add the onions to the pan and you're going to cook it until it's like golden. Add our golden spice, turmeric. I'm going to put all of the lamb into the onion. Do like that. For us Iranians, it's very important to get together over food, and we love to feed people because we're far from home at the moment. We like to do that at home so that we feel closer to home, obviously. And at the end of the day, we make each other home. So wherever we go, even if we're sad that we're not in like our home country, we know we have each other as our home. If I had just one wish, take it to my home country, where the fruits taste sweeter and the roads smell like roses. So the meat is cooking, and I'm going to add tomato puree. Also, it would be good if you rande. I don't know how do you say rande. It would be good if you put basically tomatoes, like actual real tomatoes as well. We don't have any, but
and just grated, yes.
Grated. So make sure you fry the tomato paste so that
till it's darkened.
Yeah, and also so you don't get like major acid reflux. One is vegetarian, one is with lamb, but I'm going to fry all the vegetables together. Now I add the Loobia. Well, there are some mushrooms like mixed, but it's okay. Alright, so unfortunately we didn't record this part, but I added saffron water, this one in here. I also added some cinnamon, and I was saying that you have to go with your intuition when it comes to like spicing the food. And some black pepper and a little bit of salt. Be careful because obviously tomato puree already has a lot of salt, so you have to make sure that, you know, it's not too much. And you just mix everything together. I like to add also a tiny bit of water, a tiny bit. And then once I do that, I'll let it rest for a few minutes. I would say about 15 minutes. And we'll start cooking the rice. One special thing we have in Iran is tadig, which is crispy rice. And I would like to attempt to do that. Usually I'm really good at it, but hopefully this time as well. So the way we do it is that, so I'm going to empty the water from the rice that I've done in the first step, and then empty the rice in a pan, like deep pan. I'm going to add water, a lot of water.
You're gonna boil the rice.
I'm going to boil the rice. Exactly. The heat is getting to me. So I'm going to put it on on medium heat. But you have to make sure. I'm taking out the rice. The consistency is like soft but a little bit hard, so al dente. And then I'm going to drench it in sieve. So the way to make tadig is to put oil, or I'm going to put ghee, like in the deep pan, right? It kind of like has to be a lot. I think though that 1 spoon of ghee is enough. So the first step is to add a layer of rice at the bottom of the pan, deep pan. So now I'm putting 1 layer of
The mixture.
exactly. Another layer.
You get the idea.
Exactly. Last step, when you've done your layers, is to do little holes inside like this. You see? And then take some of this, or it could be like a serviette, and put it on top. Close it and leave it, I would say, on medium heat. I'm gonna put it on 4 and let it stay for about 25 to 30 minutes.
Moment of truth.
This is the big reveal. Yek. Do. I'm so scared. Yek. Yek. Do set.
Oh, mashallah.
Oh my god. Is it burnt?
It is burnt.
It's burnt!
We just